AMIHAN Esports.
Yeah, it really was surprised. Minute, or should I say less than that?
But we have SBTC Esports actually going for the jungle invade.
Oh boy, if that forces a flash, this ain't any good sign. And he's walking back to Aquino. Is this his first blood, Jana? It's a couple more attacks just
We're
to
gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, and you just fight fire with fire, right? With that sort of initiation in towards the right above, that actually sets the tempo up nicely, but Mitsuru's coming right in, popping the Shield of Durant, but won't be able to connect towards Carol, as he's managing to pull off the Killer Instinct just about in time, just to get into safety. But here comes Jelson as well. They're looking for a beautiful knockup, and they will get another one with the Aqua person locking them in place. Demon does so another shot from the turret. So it's 2 for 1.
Raid that was coming through for both SBTC and AMIHAN.
Now looking for the very first streak of the game already. Jelson's gonna be moving right in for a smite, but he will miss it though. Here comes Explosive Cast, and they will lock Jelson in place. That's another kill on that Wukong, as they also find Demon in the back. The sword goes in with the knockup. Here comes the tidal wave as well. Ultras does have very low health, and that flash coming in just to protect the Nami, while the rest of SBTC, they managed to brute force their way. You just want to force AMIHAN Esports to go vertical jungling, and now looking for the turret, but that will be Mr. trying to exit out of the way with the hero's entrance, with the Mega Bomb locking him in sight, and Jelson now playing with fire as he tries to buy enough time in order for Demon to survive. But Unero comes in, explosive cast perfectly dropped, while Ultras is the right now. I do like what I'm seeing overall coming from SBTC being so coordinated. Now with the Rift Herald charging right in, they do have the explosive cast knocking Jelson back, and he survives with only so little health left. The turret will fall, but it's the next one to go, but Demon just gets blown up. They're looking relatively clean, and Jelson trying to actually buy some areas to play. Hero's entrance drop right in. It only knocks Unera up in the air for only a tad bit, but the Musun keeps them all alive. Cycling away, and this is where Carl tries to hold the front lines of SBTC.
Black Fever is a very good item, but does it match up against SBTC's lead?
Maybe not for long. Now, this is going to be a defensive explosive cast, shoving the rest of AMIHAN Esports aside. Now, with all the ways intact, this is where AMIHAN will be forced to defend their nexus. How far can they actually take this one? But it's only one more touch of Nexus for them to actually secure game number 1. And SBTC will do so. And the Vietnamese region carry it to the team fight. And that's where you want to pop the shockwave alongside with tidal wave to SBTC.
Literally, but now AMIHAN Esports, 3-man roaming to the bottom side.
Oh boy, this doesn't look all too smooth sailing for SBTC this time around. And they managed to turn the tides. Jelson there. Yeah.
So I think it's really just a standoff for both SBTC and AMIHAN Esports having these two champions for their team.
Here comes Tidal Wave, knocking them in place. That's a beautiful one though, but TF's too little too late. As here comes the dive coming for Unero. He does get the hit onto Jana. Hero now popping the flash as well as the Killer Instinct as well. But this leaves a lot of room for Unero to make this work. The trades are looking favorable for SBTC, and that will be it. Killing spree for Julie, and this is the Oppo Team Ace, as they will be able to... So Unero will have to pay respect. Kind of really press F though, but this is where Carol now gets shoved out, and Demon wants to commit, but too little too late. This ain't gonna be looking all too good. TF, he can actually soak in all the damage. Jelson's running for his life as well. Flash connects with the body slam. Jelson only has so little HP, and even the minions are betraying him right now. TF now looking to actually commit towards Carl. Lands the body slam as well. Mitsuru trying to actually go in, and that's where Carl tries to drop in the Noxian guillotine, but he will fall flat to his face. TF still being a menace, trying to force AMIHAN to back away.
That explosive cast just changed the whole AMIHAN Esports aggression against SBTC. And considering you have TF right now,
oh,
he's dead.
Wow, what a turnaround. Did you expect the damage? I absolutely didn't see that one. I wasn't even seeing that as on those cooldowns. What a turnaround coming from the likes of AMIHAN. Now 1 versus 1 between both marksmen. Oh, flash available. Demon walks out with a win, but Unero will be having a pick onto the likes of the Ziggs. And he has to use the slice and dice to dash away. AMIHAN Esports now challenging that Baron. Unero possibly could not actually do much, but he's actually making the teleport available for TF. Here comes the body slam as well. They will take the Corki down. That sets this on a reset, and I don't know how much help can Jelson actually go in to actually get the Baron overall. But Carl, he will go down. Julie now trying to actually get this Baron, but TF, he's also very low. He's gonna give his life up for this. Well, Julie will lose his life to Baron, and this is where SBTC, they snatch it back for the quarter round, and they couldn't really do much, and here comes Tidal Wave, locking them in place as well. Jelson tries to actually commit, but how much can they do? Mega for a bomb. Junero dropping right in. Demon falling flat, and he does still have a little bit more HP bars to work with, trying to actually poke down Junero. Noxious Guillotine will not be able to actually find a kill. Well, TF is going to be marching up ahead. They want to force him not to get their revivals as well as HP bars back up. And TF, he's hoping for that bottom slam. It does connect, but he's a little too far. But it's good enough for the Killer Instinct. Now it's a 2-on-1 or 1-on-3. And that's a double for Demon. Carl, alongside Missouri, they have to hang in there for dear life. But the Baron buff has already diminished. AMIHAN Esports, they might just be cornered up, and it starts with Jelson. And this is where the Renton will actually find a little bit of challenge. The right arm, they pop right in. TF tries to flash right through. Jelson does survive for a tad longer, and Carl will be the next target of the focus of AMIHAN overall. And Demon, he's getting cornered up, being picked up by SBTC. The game might just be over if they do find this double kill on Ortros as well as Mitsura.
That happened. So I think AMIHAN Esports really needs to think of another way to try and punish them.
Oh, speaking of punishment, here comes the body slam alongside with Kuro connecting that Killer Instinct. That should be enough for them to take down Mitsura alongside with the Jelson that's trying to run and fend for his own life. That leaves only Ortros standing back in the base. And inevitably, SBTC Esports, they are looking to close this up and look for that match point. Eventually, the Vietnamese champions, they are now set for match point as they take 2 back-to-back wins.
Oh.
Fiora mid lane. Okay.
Or Fiora mid lane.
I do like, but you have mentioned that they have been coming up with some surprises, and Ortros wasn't lying at all. What? Carl?
Aquino.
Bradley walks away a lot, flashes a little bit, and he fades! You're get right through! Ortros was not needed for that 1-for-1 exchange, but Jelson's moving right in. Here comes Black and Drag, knocks Jelson up in the air, and Demon's gonna be joining in the party as well. The shrapnel shells will eventually shred the health bars, and oh my goodness! Valkyrie up available, and TF will not. I'm pretty sure that everyone in the chat right now have their eyes wide open, and Demon setting up again. This is where he drops in the Valkyrie, but Hero does have his Killer Instinct available. Carl now tries to riposte. He does buy a little bit more time. Ignite popped up. Hero will go down. Well, Aquino is still looking to shove right in, trying to steal lane, but they really want to actually set up this fight. Here comes Cataclysm, locking them in place. Beautiful package landing on towards Aquino. Not enough for him, but narrow. They're looking for a target. Jelson does manage to safeguard away. Here comes Carl. The cleanup crew has arrived with a full stack of the Grand Challenge, while Julie is getting shredded to pieces. And thanks for the help with the shockwave as well. TF now has to run for his life. Valkyrie available as Demon will pop them up. Jelson will risk his life. And now they set their sights onto TF, but he's battered and bruised. He will just leave this turret
Esports, but considering that SBTC got the early rotation death timers in, they're going for the dominance onto Dragon's Pit, and now everything's gonna collapse.
Here comes Ortros. He does land the concussive blow, and here comes Jelson actually securing a lot more room. Now looking for TF as well. Let's see who gets the smite down, and it will be AMIHAN Esports that will grab the Drake away, and Kiddo will have to risk his life. TF now will be the next target. With very little health left, he has to rack himself away from a little bit of a lead, and that's all that they have. But here comes AMIHAN over the wall as well. Unero now gets shredded up. Hero's entrance drops right in. And SBTC Esports, they haven't got one for themselves, and they don't want to let this slide. TF now getting caught out there, and he has to flash away. Oh, there is the ignite, and perfect shield coming from Julie as well, just to save Jarvan just in time. And AMIHAN, they should be able to actually lock this right in. They manage to get a grasp, and Aquino gets caught out. Ultra's now running for his life. Narrow down on the forefront as well. While Delson needs to actually land a smite. SBTC now will have to lose the Drake, but AMIHAN Esports, they need to actually find...
lead you to an advantage when it comes to damage, but top lane,
Oh, Grand Challenge already being popped towards the side of Aquino, and that's good. Action Blue Team will be able to connect. Shockwave dropping right in. SBTC Esports there all low, and this is the perfect dive that AMIHAN needs to get this game in the bag. There is still the Guardian Angel on TF, but it will not matter all too much. Now they try to juggle with the turret pressure. Unero won't go down, and this is the Oppo Team A's. That all instinct as an offensive play to go in for pickoffs. And speaking of pickoff, your Mitsura goes in with the apprehend, catches the Oriana as she turns golden. That knocks ability will not do all too much. While Jewel will fall, and Aquino is trying to actually get something done. But AMIHAN, this is another beautiful fight that they managed to get this going. While Unero is the next one on the chopping block with slice and dice. Unero will be looking to escape. Well, this is where AMIHAN is knocking down the doors, and the floodgates will open through the mid side. Well, still...
BTC is there to go try and contest.
They are willing to take the pillars, but not for Julie, though. He has to turn golden, but before he can even do so, he gets popped off. And Kirill with the next one to fall. This is a rampaging. Darius up in the mid lane. Mitsura is just getting everything done. And this is where AMIHAN Esports will try to start off the reverse sweep with an Oppo Team Ace yet again. Now, AMIHAN's first blow to the nexus of SBTC Esports.
Well, it's not yet over. AMIHAN Esports is back with a 1-3-1, getting that game number 3 in that matchup against SBTC. And that is how
AMIHAN Akali. And this is going to the hands of... We'll have to back away.
Yeah, throw down the 1-3-1. We're going for the 1-1-3 or 1-1-4 maybe because of how AMIHAN Esports is playing this out. But top lane...
Oh, okay. SBTC Esports. Now, that's the play call being expanded, and Unero only barely made it out alive, and they are just rushing for this early turret. I've never seen anything quite like this before. Less than 2 minutes, the turret has been shattered.
AMIHAN Esports is
Really low alongside with Ultras, and the SBTC is looking to actually punish this, and Delson might just actually look to take the turret in his sake, and here comes Hero's entrance as well. AMIHAN now flashes away, and here it comes. Perfect execution in place. He's going to be dancing around himself, but he's stepping on all these moving traps, and they manage to find a kill. Taking down TF with the second strike of perfect execution. Mitsura now tries to defend and then go in for the exchange. One snipe coming in for Void Seeker.
For SBTC, as we're now looking into Dragon Spit.
Oh boy. And it seems like this Garrett is just running it down at the moment. TF, he couldn't seem to actually look for an escape point as they managed to stop him from dashing outwards. Then AMIHAN may be able to actually punish this. And with Carl just trying to land a 3-point strike over the wall. This is as they also walk away with the Drake. And now Carl is moving right in. Good sure can flip. And now he is looking to shut down Aquino. But he's only 1 HP, so Kira will be able to take him down. Ghost unstoppable as well. And AMIHAN, they should be able to actually take him down. TF will not be able to actually do too much. Just trying his chance coming in with the killer instinct. And now TF kind of being stuck in this no optional available. While Julie will also have to burn, which we saw them going blow for blow. Yeah, looking pretty even when it comes down to numbers. This is a beautiful cataclysm, locking them all in sight. Orthros will run it all down with the quickness, and this is where it favors AMIHAN. Aquino tries to knock them up in the air with a Hero's entrance as well, but Mitsura is going to be moving right in for a turret. This is a very early Team Ace, the Oppo Team Ace at 6 minutes and a half, and this will break open. They instantly go into bring this Baron without too much of a hassle, and this is where they move right across to find Aquino. Aquino needs to actually make an exit, but the Cataclysm is locking them all inside with the flashes all being forced across. SBTC is scrambling just to survive, while AMIHAN, they win yet another team fight and walk away with a glow Baron power slain.
And that's what we're saying. AMIHAN Esports was known in the group stages in the mess, right? But AMIHAN Esports are going to make it very aggressive.
Yeah, Mega Infernal Bomb dropping right in. Oh, the quickness actually comes right across with the Grand Entrance, knocking Tree up in the air. They will get a kill overall, and same goes to TF that gets taken down. Well, Unero, Kuro, as well as Aquino, they are prioritizing the minions overall, so they may have to give the top side away. But now they're charging right in. Aquino tries to land a Shield of Ruin. That will find Mitsura, but Mitsura goes in just to take his life out of that. And with Kuro coming in with the Killer Instinct as well, he turns golden, and this will cost him to lose his life as well. AMIHAN, they may just be able to actually go for the straights, but the rest of SBTC Esports, they come back up online, so they managed to pull up the mid. He cannot actually escape. AMIHAN Esports now take the second Baron, and they are looking to actually go for the fight. Hero's entrance dropping in place, but that can only buy them all too much of a room. Well, Unero tries to actually trade right back with Jelson. Jelson does not really have too much mana, but they will be able to actually take down TF overall. And the minutes are already heading on towards the Nexus. Julie, last member remaining. And AMIHAN, is this the reverse sweep coming into effect? Because AMIHAN is sweeping every one of these members at SBTC, and we are going to Game 5.
What an amazing game, what an amazing series thus far. I just got goosebumps from that game. And Orcross in this matchup, but rather a mistake here. You have a difference here as Janna will be locked.
Yes, it just goes quite out in the open. The Charmer will not connect, but here comes Cyclone dropping right in to all three members. They're looking for Kiro as well, but Kiro will be actually shred down the health force of Cole, and he moves right in with a perfect execution. With the strike coming from Minas, that will be a 1-for-1 overall. That is just a clone, not exactly the right Jelson that they've been looking at. Now that Cyclone's away
for these two teams, because that will be the next objective available as AMIHAN Esports. Aggression.
Okay, this is a little bit of a misplay, if I really must call, but Minas is trying to buy time. Okay, that's pretty much a freebie towards the hands of AMIHAN, while Jelson just tries to bait and switch. Here comes the Tornadoes, knocking them up in the air. TF in position to try to smite this one away, while Mitsuru tries to deal as much damage as possible. They will be able to find the Galio. Now Carl is in danger. He has to move away. That's going to be a shot connecting. And AMIHAN, they have to run for their lives, and they will lose Tree overall from his third or fourth item passage.
I love how you mentioned under the Iceborne Gauntlet, but a fight occurs Riverbed.
Oh, here comes Julie coming in with a big kiss. And it says hello to Jelson, taking him off the map, off the rip as well. Demon will have to fall. That's a double kill going to Aquino. And SBTC Esports, this is where they will be able to actually find the
momentum being built up if they get it. Now, SBTC needs to look if they can defend so.
Oh, here comes the Cyclone, knocking them up in the air. Julie now trying to land the charms. It won't be all too much of a good effect. Redemption being popped right in. Oh, the snipe coming in from Carol. Will be able to find Ultros. Eventually, the turret will fall. They will continue to find an opening here. A charm lands onto Jelson's clone, and that's all that they can actually get, but they are still trying to force their way. Aquino in a really good position, trying to look for a Shield of Durin, while Mitsuru will have to give this one away. AMIHAN, is this where they get halted from the reverse sweep? Because if you don't stop this Herald, this will cost them an inhib, and oh boy, that's a big chunk of HP.
Heroes entrance, and in the same way, they could use those skills, they could use those sets to disengage against AMIHAN Esports. But now, SBTC looks there too, mid lane.
Oh, they managed to do a very good chunk of damage. Here comes Hero's entrance as well. It won't be able to find anybody out there. And as much as they want to poke and pry open the kills for the likes of AMIHAN, this is where Minas will be able to shine. With the health bars very low, that Blade Caller could have actually too. And there was a good charm that lands onto Demon, forces the Blade Caller out. And with that, that will be Hero getting punished. This is the opening for AMIHAN. They're trying to chase right in, but TF is pretty much having really good help. Julie goes down as well. AMIHAN, they turn the tides. And this is gonna be it. AMIHAN Esports, oh my word.
Esports, you know what? They don't fear anything. They don't fear TF as they now go for the Baron Nashor. The question would be is if they can secure it.
Jelson, though, he's really low. Oh, explosive counts into the bottom slam. Doesn't really look all too good, but this is where TF is a little bit too big of a buy. as he lands another body slam. Minas is here to clean up shop. AMIHAN now needs to run, my friends, as this is a triple kill for the Fiora. Minas now lost out with Jolin. This is where true chopper routes connecting. AMIHAN Esports, they will not complete their run as SBTC Esports, they are looking to end this game right here, right now, and they will be the champions of Vietnam to still bring the flags up high to head in towards the semifinals.
And they're crashing down onto the Nexus space. They're finishing it right up, and that will be the end of this series. Coming right in from Game 5, SBTC Esports, Vietnam region.